like I think people sometimes take the fact that like we're here on Earth for granted, and that there's the consciousness is just a normal thing that happens. But to the best of my knowledge, we see no evidence of conscious life anywhere in the universe. So it might be there. In physics, they call it sort of the Fermi paradox. After when Enrico Fermi was an amazing physicist, asked the fundamental question: where are the aliens?
Yeah.
A lot of people ask me, where are the aliens? And I think if anyone would know about aliens on Earth, it would probably be me.
I would think.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with space stuff, and I've seen no evidence of aliens. So I would immediately tweet it out. This says split second. That would be like one all time, probably the top tweet of all time. I found one, guys. It's a jackpot. This is some 8 billion likes. Next level jackpot if you find the aliens. Like I don't think they're keeping this under and it was like some general, I think in the 60s who where they were saying like show us the aliens like Area 51, etc. And he said like, listen, we are constantly trying to get the defense budget to expand, and you know what would really get no arguments from anyone? If we pull out an alien and said, we need money to protect ourselves from these guys. How much money do you want? You got it. They look dangerous. So the fastest way to get a defense budget increase would be to pull out an alien, We were like, yeah. I mean, that could be the invasion fleet could be arriving any minute. Who knows? So, so I digress. But
you were saying that our consciousness makes us unique in the universe as far as we know, and that we take
yes,
it for
I'm not
granted.
saying that we are unique. I'm simply stating, to the best of my knowledge, that there is no evidence for other
Yes.
conscious life. I hope there is, and I hope they're peaceful. Obviously, two important characteristics. But I'm just saying we haven't seen anything yet. So, yeah. And people sometimes ask me, have I seen evidence of aliens? I'm like, I have not. And frankly, if I had seen evidence of aliens, I'd be like, hey guys, we found evidence of aliens. Everyone give SpaceX lots more money because we need to improve our rocket technology. Otherwise, these aliens are going to get us.
I thought you were the alien.
Yeah, I was an alien until I, got U.S. citizenship. That's an alien registration card, it said.
Nothing funds rocket development like a war. So
Yeah,
if it was
exactly.
aliens.
Yeah, totally. If the DoD had evidence of aliens, immediately trot them out and say, danger, aliens, give us more money.
All of your money.
Yeah, and everybody like, absolutely, these aliens may not be friendly. So the best of my knowledge, there's no evidence of aliens. Imagine you were very confident that we were going to be visited by super intelligent aliens in, let's say, 10 years or 20 years at the most. Super intelligent.
So you think within 20 years
Yes,
we'll have alien in Earth?
Well, digital superintelligence will be like an alien.
It will be like an alien.
Yeah.
But my question is, do you think there is other intelligent life outside the Earth?
It seems probable, but I think this is one of the great questions in physics and philosophy, is where are the aliens? Maybe they're among us, I don't know. Some people think I'm an alien. Not true. Not true.
But maybe we are alien.
Of course I'd say that,
maybe
wouldn't
we
I?
are alien, Ellen. I mean, if you look at this part of the world,
Yeah.
they believe that human beings are not from Earth. They came from somewhere else. Eve
Maybe.
and Adam came from somewhere else to Earth. So in a way, human being alien to this land. Do you think we'll make contact with alien within the next 50 years?
Well, that's a really tough one to say. If there are super intelligent aliens out there, they're probably already observing us.
That would seem quite likely, and we just are not smart enough to realize it. But I can do some back-of-the-envelope calculations, and any advanced alien civilization that was at all interested in populating the galaxy, even without exceeding the speed of light, even if you're only moving at, say, 10 or 20% of the speed of light, you could populate the entire galaxy in, let's say, 10 million years. Maybe 20 million years max. This is nothing, in the grand scheme of things.
Do you guys believe in life forms outside of Earth? Do you think there are?
I mean, I think there's quite a high chance of microbial life. There's a much then as you get more advanced in life, that there's less and less likelihood of like sophisticated life.
But you don't think? Do you think there's do you think there are aliens out there
that we can talk to? You mean, as opposed to like bacteria?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a great Onion article recently about like like NASA should only hold a press conference if they find aliens that we can talk to. But I think it's I mean, it's an interesting confluence of events. Like, it's not just that there has to be life, intelligent life that evolves somewhere, but that life has to last for a long time for us to exist at the same time as that. So, what it suggests is there's this great question. It's called the Fermi paradox. Like, where are the aliens? Like, if there are so many planets out there, and the universe is almost 14 billion years old, why aren't the aliens everywhere? This is one of the most perplexing questions, because you could basically bicycle to Alpha Centauri in a few 100,000 years, like, meaning that's at bicycle speed. So it's sort of like, in 100 million years, like even at a very slow speed, you could completely blanket the galaxy. So why not? Where are they?
3 UFO been shot, one over Alaska, Lake Huron, and Canada. Alien, no alien.
I don't think it's aliens, no.
Okay.
I mean, I do find the whole question of aliens a very interesting one. What is typically called the Fermi paradox, which is that if the universe is really as old as science seems to think it is, where are the aliens? We've really been around for 13.8 billion years. If so, shouldn't there be aliens all over the place? The crazy thing is I've seen no evidence of alien technology or any alien life whatsoever, and I think I'd know. SpaceX, we do a lot. I mean, I think I know. I don't think anyone knows more about space, than me, or at least the space technology. Well, so there's something called like the Fermi paradox of like, where are the aliens?
Yeah.
So, where are the aliens? I think it was Carl Sagan that said, like, if there either are a lot of aliens or none, and they're equally terrifying. If there are a lot of aliens, well, I mean, the invasion ship slash bug infestation, just like
Starship Trooper style.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like an alien civilization might just view us as like a bug infestation.
Right.
It's like, hey, we left that planet, was fine. Now it's got a bunch of bugs. Just go fumigate it. Like we'd fumigate a house. That's certainly possible. And then, but if there are no aliens, well, could it be that all civilizations are just destroyed before they become interstellar? So. And I want to be clear, like, to the best of my knowledge, there is no evidence for alien life on Earth. There's no evidence for alien life. There's no direct evidence for alien life. No, and if somebody says, "Oh, what about this alien
sighting or whatever. I'm like, listen, it's got to be at least as good as a 7-Eleven or ATM cam. Okay, it's like if somebody's got to have at least like an iPhone 1 level camera,
Yeah.
like something,
The problem with that is it's just too easy to fake things today, too.
Yeah, sure. They should at least try hard in faking it.
Are you familiar with Commander David Fravor's account of the Tic Tac UFO that he encountered off of the coast of San Diego? Lex Friedman?
Yeah.
Lex Friedman interviewed him on his podcast, and I interviewed him as well. And if you ever get a chance to listen to Lex's conversation with him, it's really excellent. But this guy is a naval fighter pilot, and he talked about this thing that they tracked on radar that went from more than 60,000 feet above sea level to 1 foot in less than a second, shaped like a tic-tac, no visible sign of propulsion, blocked radar, actively jammed their tracking systems, and then went to their predetermined point that they were supposed to, that the fighter jet was supposed to scramble to, went to it 30 miles away in, a couple seconds. Like, they have no idea how it did it. They don't know what it is.
Okay.
And these guys that were working for the Navy off the coast said they had encountered them several times. They didn't know what they were. They didn't know what to do.
What, do they have,
and
like,
just did
photo
nothing.
or something? I mean,
They do. They have video of it.
Okay.
They have video of it. They have there's you ever see the New York Times article that came out in 2017 about this stuff?
I don't know.
Yeah, there was a New York Times article in 2017 that was detailing this, and there's a couple other different sightings that were very similar. They were
Sure.
trying to figure out what these things were and why, and it was also in the COVID relief package that the CIA was supposed to release. Yeah, these politicians are trying to figure out what all this shit is, and so
Listen.
they tried to get them to release all the information they have within 180 days.
Honestly, I think I would know if there were aliens.
I would hope so. That's why I'm asking you.
No, I'd be jumping on that. Be like,
You should watch that conversation with Lex. It's
Sure.
like, here's the thing. Do you think that they would want us to know? Or do you think they would just be observing and making sure we don't blow ourselves up? Would
I don't know,
if you
man.
were an
They're
alien
real.
civilization?
They sure are subtle. I mean, if they wanted us to know, obviously they could just
For sure.
show up and walk
Yeah.
down Main Street.
Right.
Like, hey, I'm an alien. Check me out.
Right.
Here's my spaceship, and just land in the middle of Times Square. I'll be like,
Right.
okay,
Or hover over downtown LA.
yeah.
Yeah.
We were like, okay, we believe you.
Yeah.
So whatever they are very subtle, these aliens.
How often do you think about it?
None, zero.
Zero? Even though you're thinking about interplanetary travel, you don't really think about aliens.
No, I mean, if they show up, I'm like, great, okay, now this is new information. But we, well, yeah,
What an interesting way of putting it. This is new information.
this is new information. Like, where were you
Yeah.
guys up till now?
Yeah.
So, anyway, listen, if I see some evidence for aliens, I'll be the first to be like, aliens,
Right. Then you'll investigate. But until then, you think it's kind of a waste of time?
Yeah.
Yeah. It definitely seems like a waste of time if nothing's happened so far. You think about all the people that have been researching aliens for their whole life, and they have
Yeah.
very little to show for it,
Well, there's,
other than cool stories.
yeah. I mean, we have archaeologists going all over the world looking at things. There's this people, like, if we were to find something like, let's say, like a cube of titanium, just like a 1-inch cube of titanium, say, in the middle of the pyramid, I'd be like, aliens for sure. There's no way they could have made titanium back then. There's no way. That's hard. That's all. One little, didn't even need a computer. Like, a computer would be like, hey, wow, computers, they didn't have computers back then, so it must be aliens. But even just like some advanced metallurgy, anything, like, we would say anything like that.
Right. Nothing like that that we could point to that we can't do.
Everything that we found archaeologically is consistent with the time, the technology they had at that time.
Archaeologically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just talking about old stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, just throughout history, it's not like
Yeah.
like if aliens visited, there'd be something buried somewhere. You'd think. We haven't seen anything. So anyway, I mean, maybe there are aliens, but they're very subtle. If there are, they're just very they're being pretty shy. So, as far as we can tell, there's none. So, nor are we seeing signals from any other solar system or anything like that. So, now, and the thing is that on a galactic timescale, even with sublight travel, you could absolutely colonize the whole galaxy, even some of the neighboring galaxies. So, if you said 1 million years with and say there's no new physics, could you colonize the galaxy in 1 million years? Absolutely, the entire galaxy. There's this thing called like the great filters, which is sort of coming from the Fermi paradox. Fermi paradox is just, where are the aliens? If the universe is really 13.8 billion years old, shouldn't there be aliens everywhere? And if not, why not? I think it was Carl Sagan who said that there appear to be there's either a lot of aliens or no aliens, and either one is equally terrifying. Meaning, if there are no aliens, then what we have here is very rare, and then
I think no aliens is more terrifying.
More terrifying.
I think it's more likely though, right? If the universe is 13.8 billion years old.
Well, this is why I call this like this. This is like a great physicist Enrico Fermi, who posed the question of like, where are the aliens? Now, a lot of people ask me like, what about the aliens? Have you seen any evidence of aliens? I've seen no evidence of aliens.
No hard evidence.
What about these Pentagon videos? What are those that
You haven't seen like a little?
But no,
like
but there are these videos that the Pentagon released during COVID, of course. But like what were like?
Well, didn't they just say that there was UFOs? Like that doesn't necessarily mean that the UFOs
and there were some
are like
random
alien
videos of
related.
the ocean.
Like
Isn't
a
that
UFO
classified
can be
as
like
alien though. If it's
no, a UFO
unidentified?
could mean anything that the government like
Just means
couldn't it be like a
unidentified flying
Chinese like
object.
plane or something that they
Could it
don't
be?
know?
Well,
What
Well,
it
wouldn't
is?
we know? Like
No, I don't
that's
know.
why it's
not necessarily.
unidentified.
So, like, I mean, there's like advanced programs that the military has which are classified, and they wouldn't. So, if they had like some really fast missile or something, they even if somebody else in the military saw that, then they would still not tell them what it was because it's classified.
Sure.
Bro, this
So-
is,
Wait, didn't they release something
I'm just
though?
telling
That,
you, like, to the best of my knowledge, I have not seen any evidence of aliens, and I think I'd know.
Why do you think? I feel like there's a narrative out there that our first interaction with aliens would be violent. Do you think that's the case?
Well, if so, I think we're in trouble, because if they were able to get here and we couldn't get there, then probably they've got much better technology than we do.
we're done.
Yeah, we're totally. We're at their mercy.
Salim's
it
not
seems
We're
sleeping
like-
totally
tonight.
at their mercy.
This is so interesting.
Well, it
Of
always
course.
does it not
Elon.
seem like it's always like going to be violent? One and two, they're more advanced than us. But why can't we?
Well, they're going to be
more advanced?
way more advanced, not a little bit more advanced.
Well, why is that?
So I would just be totally at their mercy, because if they've got spaceships that can get from other star systems to here,
Yeah,
we don't have anything like that.
right. That's true.
So
Wasn't there,
probably got some badass space lasers and shit. So,
Yeah.
like, or who knows why?
You think we have some of those that, like-
crazy antimatter weapons? Like, basically, it would be hopeless. Like, we would just be like children or something.
Maybe we have some Area 51 though. No, some lasers locked in there. Have you been there?
But, there are.
You've
there
been to
are
Area
advanced
51?
laser weapons. I'm not been to Area 51. There are actually lots of areas, by the way. I think SpaceX technically leases Area 59 or something like that.
So they're numbered.
I think SpaceX needs to create some fucking lasers. If we
so
need
wait,
to
is
use
there
them.
better?
We do have space lasers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Elon, is there better areas than the 51?
Of course. What do you think? Please.
Well, I don't have one. I need one. How am I going to protect myself if the invasion happens?
Yeah.
Just call Elon.
No,
He'll answer.
We do have a lot of space lasers. We use them to communicate between the satellites. So those are just lasers should be fully operational around the end of this year.
So were those just rumors or fake news about Eisenhower having meetings with the aliens in like, I don't know what year?
Yeah, Eisenhower did
1960s?
not have meetings with aliens.
Yeah.
In fact, I think may have been him or there was some like Pentagon general who said, because people kept on bugging him about aliens and stuff, and he said, listen, if we had any evidence of aliens, if I had an alien, I would drag an alien body or something. I'd show you that alien body, because you know what? If I showed you that alien body, we'd get our budget approved instantly.
Yeah.
He's like, watch out, aliens. Oh shit! We need more money.
Yeah,
you
they
got
will.
it.
Yeah.
It's like if there was like some scary alien stuff, that would be the fastest way to get the biggest possible
Why
budget.
can't we just all be friends?
Yeah, but then don't you think we'd react pretty? The people go crazy. Like the human population would go crazy.
Would they? I mean,
I feel like
I don't know.
I feel like aliens, the general population believes in aliens. I think like 20 years ago, everyone's like, no, but now it's like if you ask anyone, they're like, yeah, I believe in aliens.
Yeah. Because
have they met one? Who's seen
No,
one?
but I think everyone just like believes there's aliens.
I think
Everyone
because of movies, probably.
Yeah, because I saw that on Joe's podcast too. It's interesting how in like movies and like since the beginning of time or beginning of entertainment, they've always been like pushing on us like aliens, like movies,
like Independence Day.
Yeah, just everything. Like
War of the Worlds.
I feel like
all of
we've
them.
always been told like there's life outside like Earth.
That's the other thing. Like, why is Area 51 so secretive then?
I don't think it is actually all that secretive.
Probably. Yeah.
It just like entered the mythos of and I don't know, people got carried away. I don't think there's anything sort of super interesting in Area 51. Like there are more advanced weapons that the U.S. has that people don't know about, but they're not like crazy alien weapons. So,
What's your gut feel on if they exist or not? Like your gut. Obviously, there's no hard evidence, but
I don't think there are aliens, at least in our sector of the galaxy.
So your gut's that they don't exist.
Not in our sector of the galaxy. So there might be aliens in like a far away portion of the galaxy. If by aliens, I think you mean like with spaceships that could potentially travel to here or something like that.
No, just in general, I guess.
There's someone an alien you could talk to, like, or you don't mean like microbes, because that'd be a boring alien.
Yeah, true. Like a tiny like
Can't like just talk
yeah,
to
like a
little
microorganism
amoeba or whatever. You know?
Yeah, true.
Plankton.
Yeah, sure. I guess aliens we could talk to.
Yeah, aliens we could talk
or
to. So
yeah, not microbes. Not like
yeah, not like okay, we found a whatever. Amoeba,
What's the first thing you?
That would just ruin it.
But like, we found aliens, and yeah, they are.
What's the first thing you would say to an alien? If you've seen it like face to face, what's the first thing you'd say to an alien?
Welcome. I hope you come in peace.
Yeah. Come in peace, hopefully.
Do you understand English? Or is this, we're just speaking gibberish here or what? It'd be interesting. If they can understand English, then they will have been observing us for a long time. You know, but anyway, I don't think they're, like I said, I don't think they're aliens. I think but you should view these things as like probabilities. Generally, you should think of things as probabilities, not certainties. So I think there's probably not aliens. And I think that's kind of scary, actually, because then what it would suggest is that consciousness, civilization as we know it, is extremely rare, and a very precious thing. Where like our consciousness is like a small candle in a vast darkness, and we must not let that small candle go out.
That's the theory I saw. Is like they've always been kind of plugging aliens on us to make us think that we're just this little speck, but actually it's like we're the only thing. And it's like they kind of taught us that to not make us feel special and to not like appreciate human existence, you know? But it's kind of interesting when you think about that. Like, what if humans are the only thing?
Yeah, they want us to make us feel like we're not
Feel
shit.
small.
We wouldn't be
Yeah.
smart enough.
Yeah,
to
like
know
you ain't
anyway,
shit.
so,
Like
yeah.
there's something else out
It's
there.
an interesting
But I guess-
theory.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I mean, based on everything we know about history and archaeology and stuff, you know, so Earth's about 4.5 billion years old, and the first writing is only about 5,000 years old. That's basically practically yesterday. So it's taken 4.5 billion years to get to this point. So the window of opportunity to make life multiplanetary and have a base on the moon or Mars is open for the first time in the 4.5 billion year history of Earth. Now, that may be open for a long time or maybe open for a short time, but I think we should not assume it'll be open for a long time. And we should assume it'll be open for a short time. And while the window of opportunity is open, we should make life multiplanetary.